Hi guys, in this video, I will show you how to import data into STDM directly. I say directly because unlike other instances, we do not need to make any translation to the data when importing it. I will start by opening sample data that I shall use for the purpose of this video. Here it is. Now, let us open the CSV's file that contains our data. It contains normal rows and columns that are filled with records. The first thing we need to do is to understand our data before importing it. We need to make sure that what we want to import matches the way our data is configured in the STDM database. This means we have to review the data profile in the configuration wizard of STDM. On the QGIS window, go to the STDM toolbar, then click the first button to launch the configuration wizard. The configuration wizard window will appear. Then click Next to move to the next page. Click Next again to view the table that we want to import the data into. This is a person table. On the right side, here are the columns of the person's table. You can see that the first name is varying-length text. This means it is a textual data. So on our Excel here, the first underscore name will directly import with no problems. All varying texts will import directly to STDM so long as it is the same on your Excel sheet. But we have these columns here: gender, marital status, household, which are not varying texts. This means that they are not going to be imported directly. It is expected that under the gender column, the values are texts like male, female. But instead on our Excel sheet, we have 1, 2. These numbers written here refer to the IDs of these 3 columns. How do we know what these IDs stand for? We need to go into our database. And this is the downside of direct import. This is because whenever we want to make direct import without translation, the reference of the IDs might change to give you inaccurate data. So, let me go to the database by going to pgadmin. Click on the Start menu at the bottom left corner of your screen and click on pgadmin to launch. Inside pgadmin, we need to go to the database. My STDM database is located here in this current profile. I'll click on Tables, then scroll down to in_person table. There it is. To open it, I will left-click and scroll down to View/Edit Data, then right-click. As you can see here, on the gender integer column, numbers 2 and 1 are written instead of male and female. These IDs are pulled from another table called the in_check_gender table. To view these IDs, I will go to the gender table. This is a table that will help us understand how the values are saved. So you see here the codes for male and female. All the tables using the gender lookup, such as the person table, will use these IDs instead of the values. So we now go back to the person table. Number 2 stands for male, while number 1 stands for female as shown here. With that information, we can now import our person's data and all lookup values by specifying the exact values. I will launch the Import Data interface of STDM by going to the STDM menu on Toolbar and locating the Import Data module. On the pop-up window, I will be required to specify where the CSV file that I would like to import is located. To do that, I will click on Browse. Then look for the folder where the sample data is located. Here it is. So I will open it. Then here, I will make sure that the textual data is selected because we do not want to import spatial data. Click Next. We will then choose which table to import the data to. Click on in_person. On the left here, we have the options of Append Data and Overwrite Existing. Append data means that whatever we are importing, we will not remove the existing data. Rather, we will add on top of the existing records. Overwrite existing means before we are importing, we delete and replace the already existing records with the newly imported data. I do not want to overwrite, so I will select Append Data. Click Next to proceed. Here, we will be required to align the columns in the destination table to match those in the source table. The source table represents all the columns in our Excel file, while the destination table represents the entity table in the database. The first name should match with the first name, the middle name with the middle name, and the last name with the last name. Make sure the rest are the same as well. I will then select all, then uncheck the address column as it requires us to make a translation. Once you verify that everything is okay, go ahead and click on Finish. A pop-up will appear telling us that the import was successful. Voila, you're done. That's it. I'll see you next time. As always, thanks for watching.